Hello folks, Treetop Woodworking here again. I figured we'd just unwrap these and see how everything's doing before we glue up some more. We'll get these taken care of anyway. And anytime if any of them slid around or anything, I can shave them off at the end. I allow a little bit for that, for them to move around and things. As long as they don't do it from side to side too bad, we can handle the rest of it. Don't want them moving too much the other way either, though. But look like they did good. Now these here have been a lifesaver for what I do with these flutes. I used to get, if I got one somewhere here, I thought I put it on one of these flutes. Oh, here we go. I'll use them when I have to, and ones that are still good. But I get these at Wally World. No plastic. The trouble with it is the plastic would bow out and they would end up just falling apart after a while. Some of them still together. Now they say, I heard a boy talking the other day, instead of these Wally World ones, I don't know what brand these are, but anyway, instead of the Wally World ones, he was getting them at Harbor Freight. He does a lot of woodworking. And he talked like they've been really good, so I may have to try out them sometime. They did look a lot better than these, but just have to try them out and see sometime, you know. But he spoke very highly of them. I wish I could remember who that was at the moment, but I can't. But sure might have to give them a try sometime. Stick these up here. This is just going to be a quick video. I want to get these unwrapped and so I can get some more glued up. And you know that routing the other day, I don't even think I told what kind of bit I had. They call that a, was it a core box bit? It's 3/4 inch. Well, actual, they may have it listed as 3/8, half of the 3/4. I don't know. I don't know how they list it. But the core box bit is the name of it. They also call them a flute bit. That's well named, ain't it? But yeah, looks like we got a good hold on them. Like I say, I'm going to round these over probably with a 1.25 inch, 1.5 inches, somewhere in there, and only get so close. It's only got so much room around the edges. I'm going to be careful with this. I usually allow myself a lot more room with smaller flutes. I can do that, but with these, like if I use a 2x4, they're only 1.5 inches thick one way, and that's all I can go is one way, unless I want to use 1.5 inches over here and waste a bunch, and 1.5 inches over here and waste a bunch too. Is the only problem there. So I just got to be really careful. And I have done it the other way. I just hate wasting lumber like that, when I can do it like this and just be really careful. I can't wait to get these turned over and turned down. Some of them's going to really look good. I've not got to work with really cedar like this as of yet, but I'm going to get to now. And I tell you, don't have to be cedar. I've used pine and oak, maple, poplar, and I tell you, the pine and poplar ones that I've made, a lot of them, you can't get much better sounding, you know. And some of them look real good too, especially the pine, because all the knots, they really look good when you get them done and old and waxed. And like I say, I use a Charlie Monto Toyella. He mentioned a sunflower seed oil, and I figure, you know, well, any kind of oil, but and there may be other oils like this, but that oil really seems like it would fill up gaps and do really good for sealing up things. But you can use it and mix with beeswax. Heat your beeswax up, you know, and mix oil in there. And I'll forget the mixture. I'll figure it out sometime again. I'll mention that again. And you can go to his site. He's really the reason I make these today. And he's the reason I'm getting into all this other woodworking too. Because I had to have tools to do this. Then I got interested in doing other projects. And now the next thing on my list is a hammer, a nailing hammer, cordless, about a 16 gauge nail hammer, brad, whatever. But because there's a lot of things I want to try. Some picnic tables going around. It really look nice. Yeah, everything looks good. Looks good. It's only got that little bit of a room. I get worried sometimes, but I did a lot more like that before. And there's plenty for the outside. It's just gotta be careful, and sometimes it's harder to get a good seal. I got one more over here. I might as well get it done. But anyway, these clamps here, you know, they're kind of no-fail, but you got to be careful, because these, you can really put some clamp down pressure on things, and you only need so much on these, or you end up cracking them. Now right here, where the block is that separates this air chamber from the air chamber here, this in here that's solid, you can kind of clamp on it a little tighter, a lot tighter, but you still have to be careful. But yeah, that's usually the first place I clamp, because I can get it pretty good. But anywhere else, even right here, you gotta just you can get it tight, but you gotta be careful. That's one thing about a flute. I can tell you all kinds of things about making them, and it's one of them things that you just gotta do and practice, you know. But look like they turned that good. Now see, this one got a bad place right here, and I can take sawdust and super glue and fill that in, and it'd be stronger and better than new. But you may not have to really, because that's going to be rounded off some, and I can trim, you know, up to like 1/4 of an inch, or I could take a 1/2 inch or more if I wanted, but I'm just going to take as little as possible. But that's going to be rounded off too, and really looks like I got a good seal out of them too. When my wife was out there, I thought, yeah, she's on her way down. But I just wanted to get these undone and give you a look at them. I'll be gluing the rest of them up. See you in a bit. Well, I got 4 more glued up here and ready to go. That leaves us with only 3. Only 3. Might finish him up tonight. Hopefully that'll free up my sled where I can get that done. Anyway, see you in a bit. Howdy ho, neighbors. Back again, getting ready to unclamp these, and this will be all of these D's that I have clamped up. I got 11 of them. And, we'll get them unclamped and we'll hit them with a round over a bit. Probably sometime tomorrow. It's done got dark on me today. I may have to wait till Sunday to do it. But yeah, I usually just put them on lathe, but this has got just such little material at the end. I should have allowed myself a little more meat. But it'll be okay. Like I said, I'll get on it with a round over a bit, and then I'll put it on the lathe, and we'll do the sanding and final waxing and oiling a little bit. We'll just get them undone here. And I didn't glue them up on this. I was really careful. I didn't want to get no glue nowhere. I've had them glued up, sitting around everywhere here, and I just set them here so I could unclamp them. But yeah, this is going to be my, I can get started on my tabletop, table saw cross sled there. Been wanting to finish it for a while. Like I say, I'm going to do a couple of them, because one of them, the one that I make the mallets with, calls for a couple different angles. This little crosscut sled here looks like it's going to turn out really good, and I hope the other one does too. But if this one turns out really good, I probably I don't want to cut a big gap in it, you know, have it with fine cuts. But and I'll make another smaller crosscut sled. Won't have to be very big, that I can use for the mallets. But it needs to be as straight as I can get it, though. But I made pretty good ones before that. That table wasn't. That table wasn't good at all. That sled wasn't. But it still made pretty decent balance. So I'm hopeful whatever comes out, it'll be good. But I'm trying to get it a lot straighter. See, the 2x6, my back plate here was bent in that way, and it come up and it bent backwards. It was bent 2 different ways. Of course, I was just in a hurry. I was practicing on some finger joints. I was trying to get down a new deal kind of jig I was making, and it did work. But with it being that much off and my board warped so bad, it didn't work too good. I'm hoping this sled, if it's really good, I can use it for those kind of finger joints. See, I don't have no thing for my table saw. I might get one of these days. What they call them blades, I forget at the moment. Dado blade, yeah. I guess y'all seen that one pair of vice grips hit the ground there a minute ago. It said boom, boom, bye, bye, baby. Yeah, I just keep these in a bucket. I can't wait to get some of these going. This cedar. I think my daughter's coming in. Or to get a couple really good, nice ones out of almost a dozen anyway. Hoping to get 7 or 8 good ones. What I do have is 11, so I'm hoping for 7 or 8 of them to be good. Really good. Alrighty then. See, we got a pretty good hole. Not exactly perfect. A little longer that way than this way, but it's an inch. A little over an inch that way, a little less this way. We still do some sanding, and I think it's going to be really good anyway. Going to be really good. They don't have to be perfect round, but as close as you can get them. And when I was writing these out on my tabletop router, I got to thinking, you know, a CNC router. That would really be nice. That would work out good. Because the way it is, you put all your strength and hold it on there, and you're taking a big chance on cutting your fingers if you're not careful, because that router likes to drag it. But probably do some work on this here in a minute. I'll get back with you here in a minute. Well, friends, just going to shoot a couple screws in it tonight because it's got dark on me, so I won't be able to fix the other one. But we do want to do a little bit, as much as we can. And my blade is going to come about right in here somewhere. So as long as I stay in here and about right in here, I'll be fine away from the blade. Right here. This should be a little bit. I don't want to countersink mine much because my guides don't sit all the way down in there anyway. They give me like 1/8 of an inch, something like that. Make sure I'm shooting in right. Don't have to be perfect. This is just the back fence, but we do want to have it basically in the right place. Get that going down just a hair. One more on this side. We won't get too close to the edge. Right in here ought to be good. Everything hit good. There's good. Stick one about right in here. That ought to be good. screws. I'm using these torque screws instead of 4-ways. These Phillips, them's the best thing come along in a long time. And they really work well. In the past, I've had so much trouble with those 4-way screws, it's ridiculous. A little bit further I need to go. That's got it there. Like I said, that's better be good on that one. That's the back fence. All screwed down tight. When I did that, I put me other back there, that way everything was level and it was a lot easier screwing this in the end. Make sure I'm going to miss the nails, the screws, and I am. Looking good. I hope this flattens out a little bit more over time. It's not too good right there. That's the only part. It ain't very good. Well, took care of that, didn't it? Not much slack at all. What's the good? Let's see. This would be my board here. Of course, I'll have to old framing square. It's good. It's going to fit in there anyway. I was kind of worried about that. Because I want to have this up a little bit. Square it off the blade once I make a cut. And I'm going to have another, probably a 2 or 4 back here behind this one. I think there'll be just enough room for it to miss everywhere. But, like I say, I'll have to do that tomorrow. So, friends, we'll see you tomorrow. And all I'm going to do here is take a little round over bit and just hit the very edge of this. This being my front board here. But we want to go counterclockwise. It's a good way to remember it, I guess. On the outside of anything, it's always counterclockwise. If you're on the inside of it, it'll be clockwise. We'll give it a whirl. Just going to trim the very edge off. What that is for, so when it's sitting like this, there's a little bit of dust always gets underneath the edge, and with it like that, there might be some get underneath there, but it won't prevent your other piece from going up flush with the board. But you can always clean it out later when it gets to be too much, but you won't have to do as much swiping that way. It does help. I always forget to do it. I did on my last one. Almost forgot to do it on this one. But again, these routers are very dangerous. Keep a good good grip on them. And like I say, on the outside counterclockwise. And if it was a big board, you'd want to, like it was, 5 or 6 inches this way, you'd want to start on this end and go there. That way you could clean it off right in through here. And same way with here, and then you come back and you clean this edge off with the long end. But yeah, that turned out pretty good. Looked like it. I don't know if there's a defect in the wood or a little burn there. That's a bad place in the wood, look like. But it looked like it turned out pretty good. There's just a little bit of a round over a bit. Actually, yeah, I done did this side, just tried it out. Oh, and you know what? Let's see. Yep, I did the wrong end. This is the one I need to do, because I had this marked for up. It's going to be something like this. So, guess I'll have the back and the front right a little bit. Guess I have to do that then. Okay. Well, learn from my mistakes, huh? Bad spot in that board a little bit. But either way, like I said, that's just a little bit of waste anyway. I don't need that to make this I do need to clean off that very end there. The only reason I can go back this way is because I've done hit it that way. But you really wouldn't want to do that. You see how it grabbed that first time, but the second time I went through it, done took that off. So this will be our board here. I'll have one more right here. That'd be good. We'll cut through that tomorrow. That's all I can do for now until tomorrow. Well, it may be Sunday, maybe Sunday, but I'll get with you then. And thanks for watching.